This is a short video describing the SCAD system and how it can be used to help improve the independence of children and young adults driving their electric-powered wheelchairs. Here is just a quick example of a young boy driving into his classroom in the school. The system consists of the SCAD master controller, a wide-angle ultrasonic sense head, and two narrow beam optical side detectors. The wide-angle detector is mounted under the front footrests, just between the two front casters of the wheelchair. There are a wide variety of electric-powered wheelchairs that the system can be fitted to. The side detectors are similarly mounted over the back wheels so that they can protect the sides of the wheelchair. All the mounting assemblies incorporate a small degree of adjustment to optimize their performance. There are many different types of switches that can be used with the system, ranging from hand switches to chin switches and specialized switches. For the purpose of demonstrating the SCAD in operation, the drive switch has been taped down. And here we can see the SCAD in operation, where detecting the objects will stop the wheelchair. Range control can affect how close the wheelchair gets to the object before it stops. So the degree of protection can be varied for the user. When the range control is switched to minimum, a little bit of fun can be had, where little controlled collisions may occur. The mode control can affect how the system responds in different situations. In this example, a collision is avoided, but in order to proceed, correct driving practice has to be observed, and in this case, the right switch has to be used to steer away from the cones. Increasing a higher level of mode increases the system's support, so that now driving is automatically avoiding the obstruction. This is somewhat similar to driving a track system, where the wheelchair can take its own course down a corridor. But in this example, again, the boundaries of the corridor are being sensed by the system in order to steer the wheelchair. This young boy is using the system to drive through the corridors in the school. Here he has full control over steering. However, when he gets very close to objects, the SCAD system will cut in and take appropriate avoiding action where necessary. The boundaries here can be used for detection and helping the child steer away from trouble. Objects out of his view, as he may not be able to see the corner of this curbstone, can be detected and avoiding action again taken. Navigation through doorways can hinder a lot of children, and the system can be set where it will automatically navigate through doorways on its own. This is using a combination of the front detector and side detectors. Setting the mode again to more intensive support, if the user is trapped or becomes trapped in a confined space but may not have the controls to initiate reverse, the system can put its own reverse operation into function. Here it will detect that it cannot go forwards, puts in its own automatic reverse and steers around incrementally until free. Again, backing out of trouble here in a very confined space. Here with the blue right switch taped down, the chair will try and seek a rightward direction by using automatic reverse. The user, of course, will be free to stop at any moment
grab it
once he is free of the situation.
Good.
Back with our young driver again, just negotiating a doorway, he has in fact been using his system mostly as a trainer and has acquired himself his own high level of driving ability, with the system support turned down to minimum, but there are occasions when he does need a small degree of support to help getting out of trouble. His own level of understanding for driving and awareness of situations has improved immeasurably. He's often left to drive through the school complex alone and independently. This is a particularly difficult piece of corridor, as there are in fact quite large building programs going on in the school at the moment, and he is driving down to the swimming pool. This young boy started driving on a track system in which the steering guidance was done for him. He graduated to the SCAD, and since then his independence has gradually been increasing. He is using a horseshoe array of switches which simulate a joystick. However, his hand is free to move within the horseshoe area.
Oh, Andrew, well done.
His driving skill has steadily been improving, but occasionally still needs the system support to help get him through tricky situations.
Andrew?
He is not equipped with side detectors, as his level of driving and understanding is really quite high and is developing.
Back up here, please.
So just using a basic SCAD system is enough for him to gain a high degree of independence around the school. This has been a short video giving a few examples about the SCAD system and how it can be used to help children drive more independently.